at its height. The lifeboat answered the call. They pitched and they tossed till we thought they were lost, as we watched from the harbour wall. Though the night was pitch black, there was no turning back, for someone was waiting out there. But each volunteer had to live with his fear as they joined in a silent prayer. Carry us home, home, home from the sea. Angels of mercy, answer our plea, and carry us home, home, home from the sea. Carry us safely home from the sea. As they battled their way past the mouth of the bay, it was blowing like never before. As they gallantly fought, every one of them thought of loved ones back on the shore. Then a flicker of light, and they knew they were right. There she was on the crest of a wave. She's an old fishing boat, but she's barely afloat. Please God, there are souls we can save. Carry them home, home, home from the sea. Angels of mercy, answer our plea, and carry them home, home, home from the sea. Carry us safely home from the sea. Back in the town, in a street that runs down to the sea and the harbour wall, they gathered in pairs at the foot of the stairs to wait for the radio call. And just before dawn, when all hope had gone, came a hush and a faraway sound. 'Twas the coxswain, he roared, all survivors on board, thank God, and we're homeward bound. Carrying them home, home, home from the sea. Angels of mercy, answer our plea, and carry us home, home, home from the sea. Carry us safely home from the sea. Carry us home, home, home from the sea. Angels of mercy, answer our plea, and carry us home, home, home from the sea. Carry us safely home from the sea. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow bonny breeze, my lover, to me. They told me last night there were ships in the offing, and I hurried down to the deep rolling sea, but my eye could not see it, wherever might be it, the bark that is bearing my lover to me. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, 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 blow bonny breeze, my lover to me. I stood by the lighthouse the last time we parted, till darkness came down o'er the deep rolling sea, and no longer I saw the bright bark of my lover. Blow bonny breeze and bring him to me. Blow the wind southerly, 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 blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, 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 blow bonny breeze, my lover to me. Oh, is it not sweet to hear the breeze singing, as lightly it comes o'er the deep rolling sea, but sweeter and dearer by far when 'tis bringing the bark of my true love in safety to me. Blow the wind southerly, 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 blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, 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 blow bonny breeze, my lover to me. My sweetheart had fared through the winter unfriendly. This ship came along in the early springtide. Now my heartache is ended, all rifts now are mended. My lover will soon be right here by my side. Blow the wind southerly, 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 blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, 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 blow bonny breeze, my lover to me. The ships there were many, a-blowing and bowing, and bending right o'er in the salty sea foam, till my eye did behold it, as many had told it, the great bonny ship of my lover come home. Blow the wind southerly, 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 blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, 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 blow bonny breeze, my lover to me. I'd seen the sun in many long days, get up in the dark, go home and away. Except Sunday, thank God, when my work is all done, I wake in the morn to the light of the sun. My God, He is mighty, as Exodus says. My God, He is humble, for me He chose death. Though death will not spare me, I'll fear not the grave. No, mine's up in heaven, just sunshine in space. Oh, I'd seen the sun in many long days, but I'll see my reward in heaven someday. Yes, I'll see my reward in heaven someday. Tell the rose not to bloom, the stream to flow, the rain not to fall, the tree to grow. Tell the high summer sky to lose its blue, but don't tell me that I don't belong with you. You could send me away and I would go, but I would not go too far. You could send me home, but you would know home to me is anywhere you are. When I met you, there was nothing to decide. It was simply something happening inside. I felt strange for a minute, then I knew that I finally felt complete when I found you. You could send me away and I would go, but I would not go too far. You could send me home, but you would know that home to me is anywhere you are. There are those who never really know their minds. They're confused and they're not the staying kind. They don't know what they are really looking for. I don't suffer from that problem anymore. You could send me away and I would go, but I would not go too far. You could send me home, but you would know that home to me is anywhere you are. Tell the rose not to bloom, the stream to flow, the rain not to fall, the tree to grow. Tell the high summer sky to lose its blue, but don't tell me that I don't belong with you. You could send me away and I would go, but I would not go too far. You could send me home, but you would know that home to me is anywhere you are. Eyes the boy that builds the boat, eyes the boy that sails her, eyes the boy that catches the fish and brings them home to Liza. Hip your partner Sally to bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, folk go dwelling in mountains, harbour all around the circle. Sods and rides that cover the flame, tea and cakes for supper, flatfish in the spring of the year, fried in maggoty butter. Hip your partner Sally to bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, folk go dwelling in mountains, harbour all around the circle. I don't want your maggoty fish, that's no good for winter. I can buy as good as that down in Buena Vista. Hip your partner Sally to bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, folk go dwelling in mountains, harbour all around the circle. I took Liza to a dance, faith, but she could travel. For every step that she did take, she was up to her knees in gravel. Hip your partner Sally to bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, folk go dwelling in Morton's harbour all around the circle. Susan, when she's out the sight, fixing the petticoat border, Sammy Oliver in the dark, he kissed her in the corner. Hip your partner Sally to bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, forward dwelling in Morton's harbour all around the circle. There's 25 or 30 years since Jack first saw the light. He came into this world of woe one dark and stormy night. He was born on board his father's ship as she was lying to, at 25 or 30 miles southeast of Baccaloo. Jack was every inch a sailor, 25 years a whaler. Jack was every inch a sailor, he was born upon the bright blue sea. When Jack grew up to be a man, he went to Labrador. He fished in Indian Harbour where his father fished before. On his returning in the fog he met a heavy gale, and Jack was swept into the sea and swallowed by a whale. Jack was every inch a sailor, 25 years a whaler. Jack was every inch a sailor, he was born upon the bright blue sea. The whale went straight for Baffin Bay, about 90 knots an hour, and every time he'd blow a spray he'd send it in a shower. Oh, now says Jack unto himself, I see what he's about. He's got the whale by the tail and turned him inside out. Jack was every inch a sailor, 25 years a whaler. Jack was every inch a sailor, he was born upon the bright blue sea. Yes, Jack was every inch a sailor, 25 years a whaler. Jack was every inch a sailor, he was born upon the bright blue sea. Fishermen are pitching pennies on the sand beside the sea. Sunrise hits their oilskin boots and painted boats on me. They seem to know the ocean like a man knows a woman. She makes them wait around for half the morning for the tide to turn. Pull on the ropes, St. Hall fisherman never catches more than he knows he'd sell in a day. Pull in the nets, St. Hall fisherman, days for work, nights the time to go dancing. They're drinking beer and laughing, squinting at the sun, waiting for the gulls to tell them when the fish will come. The faces brown and weathered from all the nets they've run. They've learned to wait, they'll always know that the tide will turn. Pull on the ropes, St. Hall fisherman never catches more than he knows he can sell in a day. Pull in the nets, St. Hall fisherman, days for work, nights the time to go dancing. Way out on the ocean, the big ships hunt for whales. Japanese caught so many that now they hunt for snails. My fisherman's not greedy, he seems content to live with the sun and the sand and a net full of fish when the tide turns. Pull on the ropes, St. Hall fisherman never catches more than he knows he'd sell in a day. Pull in the nets, St. Hall fisherman, days for work, nights the time to go dancing. Pull on the ropes, St. poor fisherman never catches more than he knows he can sell in a day. Pull in the nets, same poor fisherman, days for work, nights time to go dancing. As beautiful Kitty one morning was dripping with a pitcher of milk from the fair of Coleraine, when she saw him she stumbled, the pitcher it tumbled, and all the sweet buttermilk watered the plain. Oh, what shall I do now? 'Twas looking at you now. Sure, such a pitcher I'll ne'er meet again. 'Twas the pride of my dairy, oh Barney McClary, he sent as a plague on the girls of Coleraine. He sat down beside her and gently did chide her, that such a misfortune should give her such pain. A kiss then he gave her, and before he did leave her, she vowed for such pleasure she'd break it again. 'Twas haymaking season, I can't tell the reason, misfortune will never come single this plain. For very soon after poor Kitty's disaster, the devil a pitcher was whole in Coleraine. This time of year, and the people in the city make it colder. They're all forgotten what it means to lend a hand or cry on a shoulder. In this land of opportunity, we fight like hell to make an extra dime. It surely get the best of me without the heaven in my woman's eyes. It's the heaven in my woman's eyes that makes life's hell a better place to be. It's the heaven in my woman's eyes that gives the inspiration that I need. Sometimes it seems a man is born to lose, no matter how hard he tries. Life on earth would sure be hell without the heaven in my woman's eyes. Simplicity was once a way of life, but now it's buried with our past. A dollar used to go a long way, now it just goes fast. Oh, how I wish that I could be as free as our Union Eagle flies. But the only time I'm free is when I view the heaven in my woman's eyes. It's the heaven in my woman's eyes that makes life's hell a better place to be. It's the heaven in my woman's eyes that gives the inspiration that I need. Sometimes it seems a man is born to lose, no matter how hard he tries. Life on earth would sure be hell without the heaven in my woman's eyes. It's the heaven in my woman's eyes that makes life's hell a better place to be. It's the heaven in my woman's eyes that gives the inspiration that I need. Sometimes it seems a man is born to lose, no matter how hard he tries. Life on earth would sure be hell without the heaven in my woman's eyes. would sure be hell without the heaven in my woman's eyes. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Don't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up early in the morn. Don't you hear the captain shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah, strumming on the old banjo. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, strumming on the old banjo. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Don't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up early in the morn. Don't you hear the captain shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah, strumming on the old banjo. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, strumming on the old banjo. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Don't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up early in the morn.